So we've had a lot of people ask us about how we master batch our oils and make everything a little bit easier on days that we make. So today, follow along as we show you how we master batch our fats and our hard oils to make our soap.
So first off, what is master batching and why do we do it? Master batching is the act of taking your fats and oils and mixing all of those together. We do it because it saves us time during making days and it ensures that we have the most accurate measurements. At Kingston Oak Soap, our standard recipe blend of hard oils, fats, and butters consists of beef tallow, lard, shea butter, and coconut oil. Each of these have different properties that contribute to the finished bar, and we use these purposely to make sure that we have the very best bar that we can to provide our customers. To ensure that all these ingredients get mixed together properly, we first melt everything down. Then we mix it in our large 8-gallon beer brewer for easy dispensing during making days.
So Jason and I got all of our hard oils and fats done in our beer brewer. So those are master batched up now. We've got about 7.5, 8 gallons of those. That'll get us a couple decent sized batches. So now I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how we master batch our liquid oils. So we do keep our hard oils and fats and our liquid oils separate. We don't put them in one container, and you can definitely do that. But for us, as much beef tallow, lard, and coconut oil we have, it tends to thicken up. And so we want to make sure that we keep it separate so we can make sure it's fully homogenized before we actually mix it with our soap. So what I'm going to do now is I have my SOP up here for our liquid oil amount, and I have this 5-gallon jerry can. So we know that we use canola oil, olive oil, and castor oil, and this is going to be 30% of our actual soap recipe load. So 30% liquid oils, 70% hard oils and fats. So we're going to start off with olive oil, and we've got our jerry can on our scale, if you can see that. And we are going to measure out 72 ounces of olive oil. Don't want to overshoot it. All right, and we're at 72 ounces. All right, now we're moving on to our castor oil, and we need 72 ounces of this as well. So let's go ahead and get this in there. This jug only had about 16 ounces left in it. Make sure we use all that up. Want to get all of our money's worth out of these oils. All right, I think we got about as much as we're going to get out of this jug. I do believe we got our dollar's worth out of that. So that's $17.5. Still got to get to 72. Another container. Yep, 72. Perfect. Now we're ready to move on to canola oil. Now we've got all of these put together in the same can. We're going to get the lid back on. The spout really makes this nice whenever it comes time to pour our oils out. Perfect. And just for good measure, we are going to give this a good shake to make sure everything is mixed up. And of course, we won't be making for another day or two, but when we do, we'll shake it up beforehand to make sure that all of the liquid oils are properly mixed together. All right. And that's the same thing we'll do right before we make. Thank you guys so much for following along. We really appreciate you guys checking us out. I hope this is helpful for folks that are maybe considering master batching their oils and thinking about ways in which you can create processes to make making your soap actually easier. We started doing this whenever we started to scale up our business here at Kingston Oak, and we hope it helps some others out too. Now, I'm not going to do this today, but here in a day or so, Jason and I are going to master batch some more of our lye, and that's what we keep in these 2.5-gallon containers. So we're gonna mix up probably about 20 pounds or so of lye and water. It's a 1-to-1 mix, 50%. 50%. And so we'll do that here in a few days, and we'll drop that video soon too. Thank you guys again, and if you like this, feel free to follow us, like our page, and share it with any other makers that may find this helpful. Take care, guys.